Happy Monday. I hope that you're feeling really good today. Day 3 of our Whole Being Health Wellness Challenge. Today's topic is non-resistance. So when we are showing up to something new in our lives, or there's these practices that we know have this ability to really transform how we're feeling, transform the energy within our bodies, notice how we all have tendencies to resist. This is something we all have to work through on this path of healing because we're going to keep coming up against it. So let's invite in non-resistance and notice how that feels. And a big part of this 3-week challenge is remembering that we are also water beings. And when I think about non-resistance, I like to think about how water flows. When water's coming down a stream and it comes up against some log jams or some rocks, it doesn't just keep hitting up against that, right? It doesn't play into non-resistance. It freely flows around and finds another way. And so this can be something that we can tap into and notice that because we are water beings, we can tap more into that fluidity within us. And when we feel that resistance come up in our lives, let's choose to be non-resistant and see how we can flow through the challenge or the circumstance that we're faced in that moment. So as we move through your practice, notice how there can be resistance in the body, tension in the body, resistance in the mind to even just show up for this 15-minute practice. And just experiment with this. This may be something you want to journal about today too, noticing where in your life you have resistance and where you can actually bring in more of that non-resistance. So find yourself seated like I am right now. You can come up onto a pillow, a block. This can be a supportive way for you to just come into your seated meditation for the first minute of this class. So once you're there, rest your hands down in your lap, close your eyes. Notice your breath. Maybe it feels good right away to take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Sigh out through the mouth. Let's do 2 more like that. Inhale. Exhale. Once again. Good. Start to feel yourself moving inwards, finding your center, feeling the breath flowing easefully in and out through the nose. Feel your spine elongate. Notice your shoulders melting away from your ears, tips of your shoulder blades drawing down along the back towards one another. And allow yourself to really soften into this pose, non-resistance. And as we continue to move inwards with each round of breath, feel your inner body expanding. Feel the element of space all around your heart. All around your lungs. Around all the organs in your body. Let that inner world expand. Passing the boundaries of matter, tapping into our energetic field right here and now. Continue to feel yourself becoming lighter, more spacious, more expansive. And then notice that energy of space all around you. Take 3 more full breaths, tapping into this endless potential, the endless form of space, energy, and all the things that we want in our lives is out there in this realm. In this realm that we cannot physically see, but when we tap into it in meditation, we can begin to feel it. So start to notice even the boundaries of your own body, that starting to soften, and feeling your body becoming one with this space, with the energy fields that creates worlds. Three more full breaths. Good, and as you're ready, slowly open your eyes. Good. And let's start to move now, interlacing your fingers. Press your palms away, round through your back, tuck your chin to your chest. Inhale, the arms lift up to the sky. Exhale, open to the right side, left side body expanding. Inhale, rising up. Exhale to the left side. Inhale, lift the palms back up. Exhale, round through the torso, tuck the chin. Inhale, expand through the heart. Exhale, draw the ribs in. Nice tight core. Exhale, over to the right. Inhale. Exhale to the left. Good. Inhale, rise up. Last one. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Super good. Release the block. Come onto your bums. Good. Grab onto your shins, and let's just start to bring a little bit of spiraling movement. I always like to start with bringing attention to the spine. Really, the health of the body comes down to your spinal health. And all of the energy in our body rises up and down the spinal column. You can take the movement in the opposite direction. There's so much magic within us that I'll continue to share throughout this 3 weeks. We'll make it there. We'll tap into a bit of the chakra work and how we can activate that more. So as you move, notice if there's the resistance and see if you can bring non-resistance into play. Good. And then right away, we're going to come into a little bit of core work. Coming into boat pose, we lift our feet off the ground, and you can grab your hands behind your knees, point the toes, stay here, finding this nice parallel with the legs to the floor. Maybe you want to reach your arms out to the side. Here for 3 breaths. Good, and then cross your right leg in front of your left. Bring your feet nice and wide. Come into this happy seat where our feet are underneath our knees, and then start to tilt forward. You'll start to feel the stretch through the outer of the hips, or maybe the backs of the legs. Fold. Good, inhale, rise back up, come back into your boat pose. Feeling that core engage, really wrap everything in. Draw your navel in and up. Lengthen your spine, crown of the head sending back behind you, lifting up. Good. Cross your left in front of your right. Bring your feet nice and wide. Sit forward until you find the stretch. Send the breath there. Good. Last time, boat pose. For 3, 2, and then 1. Good. Cross the legs. Simply roll over onto your hands and your knees. Good. Bring your feet to the back edge of your mat. Walk your hands forward. Let's come into a puppy pose here. The forehead rests down to the mat. So the hips are stacking over top of the knees. The arms are lengthening. The side body's lengthening. Maybe there's more space and you want a deeper stretch, and you can bring your chin to the mat. Your heart wants to melt down. Feel a gentle squeezing in of the inner thighs. The shoulders melt down along the back. Big opening through the spine. One more full breath. Good. Press through the hands, rise back up onto your hands and knees, wrists underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Step your right foot forward and walk your left foot forward, walk your hands over to the right and pivot your right knee and your right foot to be behind you like a tripod kind of set situation here. You can keep your toes tucked under, or you can press the top of the foot down into the mat. Good, and then elbow to knee, left side, reach the right arm up and over. Feel a big expansion through that right side. This is a modified side angle. Good, exhale, walk your hands all the way over to the right. Pivot your left foot so that your toes are pointing forward. Left arm reaches over your ear. Big, expansive quality. Inhale. Exhale, walk the hands all the way over. Now your straightened left leg. Fold over the leg. Good. This is a little curious, and just move around with it. See if you can tap into this fun kind of creative play. Walk your hands to the right, big expansive through the left. One more time. Walk the hands all the way back over to that left. Long leg extended, fold. Good. Hands back to the right. Press into the mat. Lift that left leg off the ground. Good. Stay here. Or if you'd like more, reach back for your foot. Once the hand and foot connect, press away. Kick the hand into the foot, foot into the hand. Lift the heart. Open through the hips. Full breath. Good. And slowly release. Plant the foot back down. Walk to the center of your mat. Bring both knees in. Step your right foot now out to the side so the toes are pointing away from you. Come into that right knee. Left arm reaches up. Full rounded breath. Good, and slowly walk the hands through center, all the way to the left side. Pivot on your right heel, toes are now pointing forward, long right leg. Left knee is right underneath your hip. Reach that right arm over the ear. Long line of energy, full breath. And exhale, hands all the way over to the right, coming over this extended right leg, fold. Good, inhale, hands over to the left. Reach that right arm long. Wrap the armpit towards the ear. And exhale to the right. Last one. Once you're there, really press into the mat. Draw your core in. Lift your right leg up off the ground. Good. Staying here or reaching your right arm back behind you, reaching for the foot. Kick foot into hand. Lift through the heart. One more breath. Good, and slowly release. Foot and hands come down, come back through the center of your mat. Good. So you're on your hands and your knees now on this long edge of the mat. Start to bring your knees wide. We're going to come into frog pose. So the toes come wide, the knees come wide. This may be really intense. You can pulse back and forth here. Maybe you open a little bit more. Maybe you come down onto your elbows. Okay, so wherever you're at with this, take your time, deep hip opener. Send your breath into the hips. See if you can let go a little bit more. One more full breath. Maybe you have a little bit of that pulsing forward and back. Or maybe stillness. Good. Now bring your feet close in, your knees together, and you'll come into your final resting pose, child's pose. Your knees are wide, big toes touch. Reach your arms long, forehead comes down, pause. Connect back to the breath. And feel free to stay here, move onto your backs, or rise back up into a comfortable seat. Take a moment just with the eyes closed, with your awareness here in this moment, noticing yourself throughout this practice and embodying more of that non-resistant energy for the rest of your day. And when you come up against challenges, just see if you can flow a little bit more like water, like the water that's within us and all around on this planet. So I'm wishing you all the best today. We'll see you soon. Namaste.